Alright guys, another day, no adventure. There's the sun rising, that's the east. So that way is... oh no, that way, yeah, that way is Rio de Janeiro. And all the rest of Paraguay. Sun rising, Asunción. One of the highest points? No, one of the highest points. The highest points are over there. There's some really tall buildings over there. Yeah. They've Playa de Costanera aquí. It's a bit of a beach, but it's not safe for swimming since it's like a lake. It's kind of infected the water, dirty water. Yes, downtown and Argentina over there. It's still quite warm, still get a bit windy, but I thought I'd come up here because I'm going to spend my day up here training, morning up here training and do some swimming in the pool. It's really cold. When you come to South America, the pools are always freezing, which is a good thing for me. But Latinos can't stand it. Latinos, I don't know, maybe because they're warm-blooded. I don't know if there's any Latinos watching this. Like if maybe that's downtown there where we were before the hotel. That's Midtown, all areas. Kilkenny's just here, other clubs. The Mariscal shopping is just here. Oh no, Mariscal shopping is that way. Mariscal shop is that way. Downtown's that way. Yeah, if there's Latinos watching this, I don't know, but maybe they can't stand the cold. Like maybe my Viking blood can stand the cold more than they can, but they just can't stand it. But yeah, this, as I was saying before in the last video, hey, there's a wallet here. What the heck? Is this? That's the wallet. Just found a wallet here. Let's turn it in. I was just going to be no money in it. Oh no, there is. I'm going to turn it into. Who is it? Is it my mate? Hey, Diego. I'll have to give this back to Diego. Diego? Is he here? As I was saying in the last video, one thing about travelling is people think, oh, you go to travel the world, you get to paid travel, you don't have to work. Yeah, it's good, but you also, it's bad at the same time, like you really get a lot of hate for people. I mean, from people and for people, because you're not working, everyone here is doing the 9 to 5 kind of thing, kind of jealous here, but also when you travel the world, you just see how same everybody is, especially in this day and age. Everybody's prisoners, no one has the strength to be free. Everyone's on the phone 99% of the time. So, I mean, I remember the 90s, people had the strength to be free, people had the strength to not judge you by this or your race or a flag or whatever, but in this day and age, no one has the strength to be free. Everyone's prisoners because they're on the phone 24/7 and they don't have the strength for freedom, for liberation, sexual liberation, not just sexual, I'm not about sex, it's like maybe 20% of it. Sexual liberation, mental liberation, physical liberation every single way. You're not going to achieve anything great and anything worthwhile if you're constantly thinking, oh, I have to do this because of Instagram says this, or my family says this, my friend said that, Twitter says this, I have to do this, I have to be addicted to it. It's like Fight Club would be most appropriate for this day and age more than ever, the film, because it's all about, things you own end up owning you. And that's just like this day and age. Everything owns people, not physical more than that. Everything the phone owns, and the Instagram, the Twitter, and it's so pathetic. And no one has the strength to tell them the truth. I mean, people think, oh, men need to change, men need to grow. No, also women do as well. We're all in this together, just because isn't it just men that need to change? Men isn't the only one that needs to change. Women also, once you push yourself and once you change, not change but develop, once you push yourself to develop, that's when you feel good. That's when you feel great about yourself, because you're pushing yourself towards liberation. It's you that's becoming strong enough to, change the world and change your life, And if you don't feel that way, if you don't push yourself through all limitations, then you feel weak. You may not, you've become a slave, and it affects you subconsciously. You may think, oh no, I don't have to try hard for anything, I'll live the easy life, I don't have to do anything, I'm a girl, I don't have to do anything. No, you live that life, but you're going to be feeling subconsciously pathetic because you're not going to have a meaning in your life. You're going to have no meaning and you're not going to be striving towards anything. And once you're doing that, you just might as well be dead, you know. And that's all girls, this day and age, that sums up all girls. You look in their eyes and they're dead. They're taking selfies and they're dead, you know. They won't tell you this because, you know, it's led by society to believe that, oh no, I don't have to do anything, I'm a girl, I just have to take a picture of my big toe with my butthole and sell it to some guy in Dubai or whatever. She's going to shit on my chest, you know. It's just, we're all human, we're all in this together, you know, no matter who you are. But girls are fed lies by guys 24/7, you know. Oh, you're pretty, oh, you're this, you don't have to do anything, you're beautiful, you don't have to do anything, you know. And this day and age, everybody's slaves, everyone's slaves to race. Everyone judges, but oh, you're from England, that means this. Oh, you're from Dubai, this means this. Oh, you're from Russia, this means this. It doesn't mean fuck all, you know. We're all human, we all have the same needs. And once you travel the world though, people just see you as a country, you know. They don't see you as a human being with the same needs. So beware when you travel the world. All you'll start seeing is just like, it's like the Matrix, you know. And, you know, if they have that code that's going down, all you see is just Argentinians with Argentinians, Brazilians with Brazilians, Italians with Italians, and it's, you know, French with French. It's the same thing everywhere, and it's just so pathetic. You don't see any strength towards liberation, towards freedom, and it really just, you know, your lack of respect for humanity just goes down the toilet for a bit, you know, because that's all they view you as, and especially the weak people, the weak who just judge you by that, don't judge you by anything else, which isn't, you know, all of them. Obviously, everybody's different, but you do get the majority like that, but we're all in this together. It's just, and it's pathetic to say you see women become. This day and age, they're like the equivalent of spoiled babies, and no one ever tells them the truth. They're not fed any truths since the beginning of time. I've not seen a happy free woman since probably, you know, the early 2000s and 90s or whatever. Maybe in Brazil, I've seen one girl in Brazil from Belo Horizonte. She was beautiful. She was like the equivalent of Lara Croft. And if you're looking like, you know, Lara, even though she's a fictional character, but you're looking like independent, you know, these independent women. Really independent. They weren't hooked on Instagram or Twitter or caring about all this bullshit that people didn't matter, you know, people that never care. They didn't care about all that fake stuff, you know. They glowed. They have that. And the girl I met in Brazil that was like that. She glowed, you know. She had that physical. I mean, anyone can look pretty in a picture. Anyone's like a fucking clown and take a picture of themselves. A pig can do that, you know. It's no. A pig can get the face painted and take a picture of them at a good angle, you know, but to actually feel that energy in real life, that's what matters in real life when it comes down to it. In real life, when it comes down to it, that energy, and you feel that energy in photos as well, and it gives off the vibe, but in real life, it blows you away, and you cannot fake that energy, and that's the real thing that matters in real life. And that's the only thing that matters. But, you know, these girls don't have it. You meet these Argentinian girls or these girls around here who just all the time on the phone, and they just want money. And, you know, because they're too weak, they never leave the bed. They just want McDonald's, money, pizza, just like to. I get it, you know, they've all just given up because there's nothing to believe in. And it's women's own fault, there's nothing to believe in. I'm not just saying blame women. Yeah, I do. Blame all people, blame all human beings. Human beings and men were equal in all this. So yeah, we're all responsible. If you're responsible for creating the world a pathetic place by settling in limitations, then like most women do, then you do. But I mean, women need to take responsibility. You know, that's when the real life starts. That's when the real adventure starts. When you start pushing yourself instead of, you know, lying in a bed like a pig and just like eating McDonald's, drinking Coke, and you have no idea what it does to your womb as well. You know, these girls here are aging like 10 times as fast. I've been on adventures with like 35-year-olds who look 18, and I went this 18-year-old with a boyfriend, and because she liked me, she was winking at me and all this kind of stuff, but she was too weak to do anything because she was thinking, oh, what will society say? Oh, I'm with my boyfriend, what will society say? And it's fucking pathetic. It's just so pathetic, and all women need to hear this, but they don't. They never hear it because the guys just feed them BS and games all the time, which entertains them. You You know, and they're too weak. Whenever they hear truth like this, it's too hard for them. You know, truth and liberation and happiness is only for the strong and the brave. You know, you're not going to achieve anything by lying on your bed. If you want the lifestyle of a pig, then go ahead, be a pig. But you know, obviously you're going to be a pig. You know, people won't tell you that. No one will ever tell you that until you look in the mirror and wake up one day when you're 25 or 35, if you're lucky. But you probably the earliest 25 when you hit the wall, like most women do. But most in this day and age, they hit the wall at maybe 18 or 19. I've seen it, like these girls that have thinning hair, and you know, they're like 15 years old. Like, why have you got thinning hair? Why are you so stressed out? Oh, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you know, it's killing me. You have no idea what it does to your emotions as well. Like, it's causing cancers in your body. You have no idea about girls. Like, I don't give a fuck. You know, people have to. I don't have to work. I get to travel anyway. I get to meet beautiful people wherever I go. You know, I have my hobbies and everything. But guys, they don't. All they care about is how they look on Instagram, and it's just that's the job for a fucking pathetic girl. That's what a pathetic girl does. You know, so it's time for girls to wake up and girls to change for the first time in humanity. Because guys have been doing that, you know. And look how far that's come. You know, that hasn't been doing anything. So it's time for women to step up and start to. Because obviously, you say the world is run by girls, as Beyonce say, who runs the world, girls, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, that's probably true, because you do control what a lot of pathetic men do. Or the real men. You don't control the real men, because real men, like this, they tell the truth, and the truth is too hard for you. But the weak men, they tell you, oh no, you're beautiful, I'll give you this, I'll give you that, and they make you deluded, spoiled pigs. And since birth, and they make you not try hard for anything. The equivalent of a spoiled pig who's just born and just the parent or the dad says, oh no, you're perfect, you don't have to do anything, I'll give you cake, I'll give you at McDonald's, I'll give you this. And second by second, you just become the most spoiled existence ever. And then you wonder why you're miserable. These girls are miserable because they've never had an orgasm. Because you look in their face, they're just dying for an orgasm, but they can't because they're just too weak for it. They're too weak. All they want is just lie in bed, eat pizza, eat McDonald's, eat ice cream, and just, you know, that's it, and watch Netflix. That's all they want. I mean, I want that sometimes. There's balance in everything. You know, I travel the world and think, oh, okay, I can't wait to just chill out in my hotel room after this adventure and get a big pizza. You know, it's I do that. You know, from time to time. You know, like treat myself once a week. But this is their lifestyle, and it's pathetic. And what goes around comes around. I've seen it all around the world, especially with me. It's happened with me a lot of time. I've done some bad things, and it's come around. And I can tell you, it definitely comes around. So if you're gonna add patheticness to the world, then honestly, it comes around all the time. Like I've seen all the time, and then these girls wonder why am I so miserable? Why do I never achieve it? You never seen these girls achieve anything. You know, you have to be like pro athletes or some other type of girl to actually achieve anything. But the average girl, 99% of girls, they just live in their own limitations, and you see in their eyes why they're so miserable, because they're caring about the posted pics like 24/7 about what other people think, and that's the most pathetic thing ever, because no one cares. People just care, just try and care, just have sex with you, you know, and that's never going to happen, because you lie in bed all the time and just masturbate and, you know, paint your face, you know, and masturbate, you know, orgasm brings from sex and from another person. The right kind of sex brings beauty, natural beauty, physical health in the best way, natural beauty, physical health, and that's all you could ever ask for. So you never knew your makeup, and these girls, they're coated in 10 types of makeup because they've never had an orgasm. They've never had the real type of sex, you know, they need. Because if they had that sex, then they wouldn't need makeup. Their skin would be glowing, their hair would be glowing naturally. You know, like they have the nature. You need nature, you know, and the natural things in life. The sun, the sea, natural orgasms, you know, real orgasms. You know, endorphins are released that make your hair and skin glow, so you never need makeup. You know, I'm not telling this to girls, you never need makeup, your hair and skin will naturally glow, you'll be naturally beautiful. You know, they'll be like, oh, sign me up. Oh, that means you need to have sex, you need to have an orgasm, you know. You know, you need to be strong enough to realise that everyone makes mistakes. Obviously it's hard, me meeting up with strangers. I hate meeting up with strangers. I think it's like a job interview. I'd rather stay in bed and watch Netflix, like, and eat pizza, like I said. But obviously, everything we want is on the other side of fear. Once you do it, once you realise, you either learn. Like I've had girls come up to my hotel